And then it says, right there on the page, I kid you not, my swollen clit rose to meet the brush of my hand. And later, preening. It was preening.
For the love of actual literature, must we begin in media res with questionable anatomical descriptions? Can we not at least pretend to have standards?
Standards. We're talking King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St. Clair. The standard is questionable anatomy and non-stop banging. Welcome back to Hardbook Radio. Folks, the only book show that admits reading happens horizontally sometimes.
Apparently destined to discuss fictional clitoral gymnastics, this week we delve into a book lauded by some as a masterpiece of intense character connection and by others as, and I quote a particularly eloquent reviewer, 75% smut, 25% plot.
Which is the perfect ratio. Who needs plot when you had Adrian Aleksandr Vasiliev, the Vampire King? Honestly, this book is just from Blood and Ash fan fiction, but like the really good kind you find late at night.
Oh, here we go. Is everything derivative to you unless it involves sparkly vampires, which you still defend? Remember the serpent and the wings of night debacle. You claim that was high art.
That was different. Oriah had layers. And Rayam, please. Anyway, King of Battle and Blood. Princess Isolde has to marry the conquering vampire king to save her people. Secret plan. Kill him on the wedding night. Spoiler alert. She sucks at it.
She attempts assassination with the finesse of a startled moose, is immediately caught, and then proceeds to fall into bed with him faster than you abandon your New Year's resolutions. Enemies to lovers indeed, more like enemies to coitus interruptus by plot device.
Okay, rude first off. Adrian is ridiculously hot. Like can burn down the world for you hot, even if he did just conquer your world. And Isolde. She's feisty. But she also wants to climb him like a tree. It's relatable.
Relatable. The woman has the emotional consistency of a malfunctioning weather vane. I hate him. 5 seconds later, why isn't he looking at me? 10 seconds later, he glanced at another woman, the cad. I must have him. She supposedly hates him but gets insanely jealous. It's baffling.
It's called complexity. She's torn. Like my neighbor Brenda when her husband Dave bought the exact same writing malware as Ken next door. She hated Dave for copying. But she also secretly wanted to know if Dave's malware had better cup holders. It's the same energy.
Comparing genocidal vampire kings to suburban lawnmower disputes. Only you and Adrian, the readers are obsessed, calling him an alpha dream. He's a conqueror. He forces her into marriage. He threatens to turn her. One reviewer even suggested he's gaslighting her about past flings.
Okay, gaslighting is a strong word. Maybe he's just forgetful. And protective, he's got major touch her and die vibes. Swoon, sure. He's a ruthless monster to everyone else. But he's a total simp for Isolde. It's romantic.
It's Stockholm Syndrome with fangs, and let's not even get started on the accusations that this is just a poorly disguised rewrite of From Blood and Ash, the Red Palace equivalent, the Chosen One Bride, the dark, brooding, ancient lover. It's practically plagiarism bingo.
Oh, boo-hoo. So it's similar? People liked From Blood and Ash. Scarlett Clair just gave them more of what they wanted. But with, like, way more explicit descriptions of, well, everything. Is originality really that important when the sex scenes are this frequent?
Is originality? Are you actually asking that? Yes, it's the bedrock of creative endeavor. We have a listener mail here, probably written by you, dear hosts. I thought the smut was repetitive and the plot only showed up in the last 50 pages. Am I dead inside? Signed Confused in Cleveland.
Confused in Cleveland needs to lighten up repetitive. No, it's called practice. And the plot twist at the end. Genius. Totally didn't see that coming. Mostly because I was skimming to get back to the garden wall scene.
The twist that conveniently explains why this all-powerful king fixated on this particular strategically inept princess. It felt tacked on. Rushed. Like the author suddenly remembered there was supposed to be a plot.
You just hate fun. Ever since you decided Serpent and the Wings was troppy nonsense. You haven't liked any vampire romance.
I object to lazy writing and nonsensical character motivations. Speaking of which, if Adrian were a type of cheese, what would he be?
Ooh, smoked Gouda. Looks hard and intimidating on the outside, maybe a little funky, but deep down, surprisingly smooth and addictive. And expensive.
Disturbingly plausible. All right, let's rate this thing before my brain melts entirely.
Okay. ignoring the literary snobbery. This book delivered exactly what I wanted: a hot, possessive vampire king, a stabby princess who gets fluster, fog up my Kindle. I give King of Battle and Blood a out of 10 questionable anatomical descriptions.
It's derivative. The character motivations are frequently nonsensical, the plot is an afterthought, and the prose occasionally ventures into the truly bizarre. However, I wasn't bored. Reluctantly, I give it 3 out of 10 blatant From Blood and Ash parallels, mostly for the sheer audacity.
See? Even he kinda liked it. Join us next week, folks, when we tackle My Roommate is a Sentient Dust Bunny and he judges my life choices. Sounds deep.
Kill me now. You've been listening to Heart Book Radio. Try not to take us, or these books, too seriously.